Everyone, so this is going to be a film review of Longlegs. So this is basically a murder mystery starring Marika Monroe and Nicolas Cage. So this is going to be a spoiler review. I don't know how you can not talk about this film without talking about the spoilers. So I'm going to be talking about the spoilers in this film. So it's basically a murder mystery horror, and Nicolas Cage is basically the baddie. Marika Monroe plays a police detective trying to essentially find who done those murders or who's the serial killer, basically. And so essentially, it kind of follows like a demonic sort of plot, and it's a nice twist on the murder mystery kind of genre. So it's adding that demonic plot on top of all this murder stuff. So yeah, that was an interesting twist. But I feel like the film was like so overhyped for me that in my mind I thought like, oh, it's going to be some amazing twist at the end or something like that. And there was a twist, but it wasn't as big as a twist that I was expecting due to the hype surrounding it. So I was a bit disappointed due to the hype. Maybe if I didn't see the hype, my expectations would be lower and probably think the film is even better because it's kind of unexpected, really. So yeah, so it's kind of overhyped, I feel, and it was a nice plot. Nicolas Cage basically steals the scenes and everything he's in because he's just such a weird guy in this film. It's just like a gross, weird old man in this film, and it's just weird to watch him. And so essentially, there's kind of a few nitpicky things that I didn't really like about this film. So it's a great film, but I think I'd like a more logical explanation of the film towards the end. So it talks about this demonic plot, how these dolls like control these people. But I think I'd prefer a more logical explanation, like maybe if the gas in the sphere metal balls were used as a chemical to kind of manipulate these people. So maybe they're more suggestive after inhaling this gas. So they inhale this gas and say, oh, they suddenly like wanna kill people, etc. So that's kind of one thing I would like more logical explanation of what happened, really. And also, I think the cinematography was amazing in this film. So I think the scenes were shot beautifully, and I think this type of film definitely requires multiple viewings, if not two, three, or four, because I think there's a lot of hidden messages within this film. So everything from the words spoken by Nicolas Cage to the interaction with the mother to the scenery, the symbolism. I think there's a lot of hidden meanings and messages within this film, and there's a lot of references to the devil, to the demon in this film. I still don't know why it's called Longlegs. I've not researched why it's called Longlegs, but I'm sure on multiple viewings you'll probably get a better understanding why it's actually called Longlegs. And there's also the cuckoo that Nicolas Cage talks about, and the different references to Longlegs within the film. The number 14th for the birthday, and yeah, there's a lot of different references that I think you might get on a different viewing once you obviously understand the plot details. But overall, I think it was filmed gorgeously. Like each of the scenes, the color choices were really great to see, and I think Marika Monroe plays it really well. At first I thought it was like a stone cold wooden performance, but once you understand the plot and realize that she's actually, because she's obviously connected to the demon or doll in some way before her mom shoots the doll, she's obviously in some sort of trance, or she's obviously not herself because she's connected to that doll. And once that doll is severed, she becomes disorientated and she kind of, yeah, becomes herself almost. So it makes sense now, like looking back at why it was like almost a wooden performance without any charisma. It's like the most non-charismatic lead character in a way, because it's just like she's almost dead inside, really. And that kind of explains it, that she's still connected to a doll. So on the second viewing or third viewing, you can really see that performance actually matched or suited well to that plot, because it was like just non-charismatic performance, basically. and so I think yeah, definitely on multiple viewings you'll get a lot of the symbolism, the hidden meanings. And I think you'll understand the characters a lot more. I probably won't watch it again. I think it's yeah, I've got other time, other things to do with my time. But yeah, overall it's quite a good film. It's good filming, but do think it was overhyped. But I do think it's a solid film, and I'd give this a 7 out of 10.